it's going to be similar to the Anthony Edwards LaMelo Ball debate from last year of which do you prefer, the high upside scorer or the more well-rounded player. Like, I think Jalen Green will probably lead all rookies in scoring.
Yeah.
But I think Cade is going to average, like, who knows, 18, 6, and 5. All right, let's move to Rookie of the Year, Mort. Cade Cunningham or Jalen Green? Or is there a dark horse? Could someone else sneak into that mix?
Jalen Suggs, I think, could be the runner-up. That wouldn't shock me. I've said that before. I think the runner-up position is what we should talk about, because I think Cade is Cade. I think Cade is going to come in and be what he will be. Just a calming presence that was going to be the primary playmaker, primary decision maker. He's super smart. Lay the groundwork for being a very good defender down the line. And I think Jalen Green and Jalen Suggs are just going to be unleashed. Green more as a raw scorer, where Suggs is going to be more of a decision maker, as somewhere in the same caliber of Cade, but not as calculative. Like, he's going to be more athletic, like spurts, athletic, like, in that sense, like jumping down the floor, fast break opportunities. He's going to be more that type of player who makes decisions on the run and decisions on the go. So they're different players. But I think that Cade has this locked up because his basketball IQ is just so high. And apparently basketball IQ, I don't know if you've heard, the smarter people on Twitter are saying that we shouldn't use the term basketball IQ because that doesn't really say a whole lot anymore. So I don't know what to replace it with. Savvy? Basketball savvy? I don't know. But Cade definitely has that presence, right? The court vision, the understanding. So I think this is his award to lose.
Yeah, he is a slight favorite, plus 250. Jalen Green is plus 270, and then Suggs is plus 650. So the betting market sees this as almost a toss-up between Cunningham and Green, and then, clear distance between those two guys and anyone else. And we've discussed this on the Central Pod, and probably the one where we talked about the Houston Rockets as well, where it's going to be similar to the Anthony Edwards LaMelo Ball debate from last year of which do you prefer, the high upside scorer or the more well-rounded player. Like, I think Jalen Green will probably lead all rookies in scoring.
Yeah.
But I think Cade is going to average, like, who knows, 18, 6, and 5. Like,
I've already gone on record saying 25 and 5.
Yeah, right. And that would be, if he does that, he's got Rookie of the Year locked up, because that's only the 6th time in NBA history that a rookie would average that line. Yeah. So I'm with you. I'm leaning Cade as well. I don't think that team record should factor in here too much, because if you're a high lottery pick, more likely than not, you've gone to a garbage team and you need to lift them up yourself. But I could see supporting cast playing a role here, where I think Detroit is a little further along in their rebuild than Houston is. So maybe the Pistons are slightly more competitive, slightly more respectable than the Rockets are this year. And that could help Cade's case as well. Whereas, the Rockets are just going to be terrible, most likely. It's, Jalen Green's going to get his shots up, which is great. It's going to help his stat line look awesome as a rookie, but it might not matter if they're 15 and 67 or whatever.
Right, exactly. And that's really what it comes down to. I think we need to separate stats and impact also. Like, I know I put that whole 25-5 on Cade, but that's because I think he's that good. I don't think it's him aiming for it. I don't think it's that stat line is going to come in because he's just chucking or trying to stat gather. I think that's just him picking up those numbers somewhat normally, like just in the flow of a game, similarly to Luka. Like, just they kind of just happen because he's in the right place, the right time. So yeah, I think it's amazing that Jalen Green has those odds, like so high up that they're so close. I have Cade and by a considerable margin.
Yeah, and Suggs I think is a good shout for if you don't want to bet on the top two guys, I think he is the third most likely candidate.
Yeah.
It sounds like Markelle is pretty questionable to be ready at the start of the year. So we might just see, I know that was one of our questions of how do they distribute minutes between Markelle, Suggs, and Cole Anthony. Seems like that might not be an issue at the start of the year. So and if Suggs hits the ground running, then, when Markelle is healthy, I don't think they're going to be benching Suggs. I think it'd be, we'll see how Cole Anthony's doing, or maybe Markelle comes off the bench.
They just need talent. So
yeah, they know who the meal ticket is here. I also think Sengun, if you're gonna go way out of the box here, he's plus 1,400. Like, I could see him putting up good. I mean, hell, he did last year, right? Great numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe, especially if they move Christian Wood at some point this year, which they absolutely should. And they turn it, just go pure youth movement after the trade deadline.
Good luck, because this is going to be on YouTube. Last time we floated that idea, Rockets fan flocked together and tore us a new one. So yeah, there you go, Bryan. You just opened up a can of worms once again.
Well, hopefully they will, now that they realize that they are actively rebuilding with John Wall not ever playing a game for them again. Yeah. Maybe they'll realize that it's time to embrace the youth movement and cash in Christian Wood while you still can, because you're going to have to re-sign him before you get good again. And that's going to defeat the purpose of having that great contract.